Hi, I'm Garrett here at the Long Island International Film Expo. I'm here with Tom Ryan, the writer, director, producer, and actor of Theater of Terror.
That's right.
So, what can you tell me about this film?
Theater of Terror is a four-film anthology. We have four short stories in there, starting with The Gift, followed by The Bookworm. The third is called Abducted, and the final film is called Endangered. There's a wraparound story that connects the four together, and it's very much heavily inspired by classics like The Twilight Zone, The Outer Limits, Tales from the Dark Side, or Tales from the Crypt.
Interesting. So, an anthology piece. Is there any overarching themes that connects like all the short films together?
Well, there is, which is the theater, and that is the Theater of Terror, as so is named in the title. That's really what connects them all, but they're all really very particular subgenres of horror. One is kind of like a dark drama, one's a creature feature, another one is a sci-fi, and the last one is a pure horror film.
Interesting, interesting. So, can you talk about the process of doing this film? What was it like for you? What were some of the challenges?
Well, I think the challenges were really getting the film done as a completed anthology. We did use Indiegogo to raise our funds for each, in particular, short film. We tried to raise money for the entire anthology, but we only raised half, so we started making the short films. Then halfway through, we started another Indiegogo and raised the rest of it. And yeah, we were able to complete the anthology. That was really challenging, though. It was, with the four separate short films, you're dealing with four separate casts and crews and locations and everything that goes into each one of those short stories. So we were worried that we weren't going to be able to finish it. But we did manage to pull together. We had a great team. Todd Sturridge, one of my producers, Russell and Diane Hackett, other producers that were on the team. We were able to pull things together and get it done. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun completing it, and really a feeling of accomplishment once we got that done.
Awesome. And what were some of your favorite parts about doing this film?
Just working with the different crew members and the different actors. There's so many great people in the independent film community I got to work with this project. It was really one of our goals was to work with a lot of different individuals that we'd been meaning to work with for a while. It's kind of hard when you're working with one contained story to work with everyone you want to work with. But because we were doing four separate short films, we were able to reach out to a lot of our friends and get to finally work with some really talented people, actors, cinematographers, and effects artists.
Interesting, interesting. And would you say that horror is a genre that you like to work exclusively in, or is there other things that you like to branch out into?
Yeah, I really enjoy doing horror. I mean, I love dramas, I love comedies, but when it comes to stuff that I write and shoot, horror is really the genre that I'm drawn to.
What do you like most about that genre?
Well, it just gives me a lot of flexibility as far as being creative. You could be dramatic in a horror film, you could be comical in a horror film, but you could also explore like the macabre and bizarre things. That I love monsters, I love practical effects, I love a great blood and guts scene, I love tension, I love suspense. Those are a lot of things that I love that horror is known for, and the genre itself is. I'm drawn to that kind of stuff. Those have always been my favorite types of films.
Awesome, awesome. And what do you like about the film expo itself? What do you like about life?
Well, I mean, it's great. I mean, I know Debbie Markowitz, I know John, and a lot of people involved in the festival. They've always said great things about it. It's just a great opportunity to share my work with people out in Long Island, New York. I'm from Jersey. We have screened a lot in Jersey and some in Pennsylvania as well, but really want to get out to the city. We have a lot of our actors, a lot of our crew members originally from Manhattan, from Brooklyn, from Long Island. So it's great to come out here, share the work in front of their friends, in front of their family, in front of their colleagues. And of course, it's just a great opportunity to get more eyes on your project. It's always a privilege to be able to do that.
Awesome, awesome. And are there any projects that you have upcoming or anything over the horizon?
Yeah, I've actually started writing two new short films that I'd like to work on. I'm not sure we're going to go in the direction of doing another anthology, but we might actually develop a series of short films very similar to a Twilight Zone or such, where we release separate short films intermittently through the year, and maybe on a pay-per-view channel or something like that. So, but right now we're just still in the creative process of it. We're not really thinking the dollars and cents yet. We're just kind of excited about these new stories that we're working on. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Once again, this is Tom Ryan. I'm Garrett Bartle, and we're here with the Long Island International Film Expo.